Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most fabulous day ever. If this is the first time that you're watching my channel, my name is Sebastian, and I welcome you all with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So why don't you grab a snack and a drink and hit that subscribe button, best friend, because we got to talk. Are we adopting a baby? So listen, best friend, I asked you guys to kindly ask some questions for a Q&A. I thought it would be a really cute idea. And out of the 75,000 of you, a whopping 9 of you asked me a question, and I am so freaking grateful for it, best friend. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, listen, you guys already watch my videos. You do so much for me. I could never, ever ask you for anything more than that. So, you know, was I throwing a little shade? Maybe just a little bit, but girl, it's fine, girl. Maybe you just didn't have a question. Maybe you were just like, girl, I'm not the question type. I'll just watch. But that's fine, girl. That's fine, girl. That's fine. But listen, one of the questions is from hang on. Oh, girl, hang on. Oh, Veldavella says, any plans of adopting a baby? So this is, oh, girl, this is a subject, best friend. This is a subject in my household. So listen, I have always felt in my heart that I have so much love to give. I have always felt that I have so much love to give. I have so much, I know that I have so much care and love that's just exploding out of me. You know, I can definitely see myself with my husband having a baby. And my relationship with God, obviously, you know, if it's God's will, of course, I know in my heart that the baby will be in a household of a lot of love and a lot of morals and good examples and just being the best I could be, and my husband as well. I think right now, financially is not the most intelligent thing, but I could definitely see that happening, God willing. And for me, it will definitely be something that I would love to share with you guys. And when that time comes, you know, I would love to open up about everything of the process. And we have definitely talked about it. We've definitely, you know, planned around it, and you never know, maybe one day you'll be aunts and uncles, so stay tuned. Maybe one day very close, very nearby, you'll be aunts and uncles. So another one says, Penny Bryan says, hey best friend, please tell us what memory makes you laugh when you think of it. Like one time my sis had fake lashes stuck on the bottom of her sock, and you didn't tell her? Oh, you are shady. Love it. One memory that makes me laugh, let me think really quickly. A memory that makes me laugh. I have a lot of memories that make me go, oof. You know, a lot of memories are like that. Oh, a lot of memories just make me like have secondhand embarrassment for myself. But a memory that makes me laugh, I mean, maybe I do have one memory amongst a lot of memories, but one that I was just recently talking to my best friend about is we went to this tanning salon, my best friend and I, and it was a spray tan machine, and we'd never done that before. And we both were there, and the lady somehow talked us into getting a membership, but she didn't tell us that it was $300, right? In the sign it said it was like $50 for like 2 months, something like that. The sign said one thing, she said another, but I'll tell you that in a second. So you guys remember Friends, the episode where Ross goes and takes the tanning, and it tells you when to turn and when not to turn and all those things, and then, you know, the nozzle will literally spray, so it tells you when to turn, this and that. Well, my best friend and I, you know, it was her turn. I just done it. And it's very kind of clear because you stand there, you do like this, and then it says, okay, turn to the right, turn to the left, or turn all the way around, whatever. So, you know, it's kind of very, you know, but somehow for her, in her machine, the voice in it was a different voice, and it was like kind of like a funny voice. It felt like a Disney character voice. It was sort of like Mickey Mouse. and we could not stop laughing. So we didn't hear when it said to turn, so she kept like this. Let me just tell you, best friend, she looked like a Oompa Loompa had a child with another Oompa Loompa and went swimming in an orange lake of Cheeto dust, okay? I mean, the way that we were on this floor laughing our asses off because her whole front was orange and then she turned and everything was white. It was the funniest thing, best friend, in the world. And we got charged $300, so we had to fight that. I mean, it was a mess, but like the laughter that we shared was just, it was just, you know, it was out of this world, best friend. So it was the funniest thing in the world. I mean, she stayed like that for a hot minute. So Rosio Calderon says, hey, best friend, my question is, how are things with your dad now since the Colombia trip? Thank you for asking. So, you know, he's texted me once since I got back. I have not texted him. I've not texted him. You have to understand something, best friend. Like, I've never missed him in that way. Like, I've never, you know, he's never been part of my daily life. You know what I mean? Never been really part of my daily life. So for me, it's like, you know, I don't think about him that way. And Colombia was a beautiful trip. The moments I saw him, 2 times I saw him, were amazing. We really, really hit it off. But I don't think that that means that we're going to be talking every single day. So I've been here now for about a month, and he's reached out once, asked me how I was. I answered, and then the conversation did not move forward from that. Have been actually thinking about texting him, so thank you for reminding me. So I think I'm gonna text him soon. He did thank me for the birthday gifts I did leave him, and they really liked it. I also left a gift for my stepmom and my grandma. They all really liked the gifts. They all said thank you, but nothing more, best friend. I did hear that my brother was coming next month to visit me, which makes me very happy. My stepbrother makes me very, very happy to, you know, about that. And I think that we are, you know, I think it's just kind of, I think it takes time, you know, but I will text him later today. So thank you for reminding me, girl. Okay, so it says here, hang on. Why can I open this? Okay. I love this. Says, I love you, bestie. You always make my day. Have you ever written a fan fiction? So, thank you so much, girl. I've never written a fan fiction, but I did have a little boyfriend, and I say little boyfriend because we didn't really like date too much, but he loved like sexual fan fiction, and like that was like his biggest turn on. And he was reading like Harry Potter and like the mean one, what's his name, the blonde one from Slytherin, I forgot his name. Like he would read those type of like sexual fan fictions, and like he would read about like X-Men and stuff, like fan fictions, like sexual ones. And I never really understood it. So I know I've never written it, but I've been with someone who like would get turned on by it. So, you know, that's something, I guess. It was interesting. He did ask if we could role play, and he wanted me to be Storm and he was going to be Wolverine. Anyways, Angel says, what has been your biggest challenge lately? How did you overcome it? How do you learn to be happy around people that would want to bring you down? Advice. It can be hard to stay bright-spirited around awful people, but sometimes some of us can't get away from them. What would your advice be? So what has been my biggest challenge lately? My biggest challenge lately, Angel, has been, I think, motivating myself to continue my weight loss journey. I think that has definitely been a challenge. And I guess my other challenge has been not comparing myself to people. I think that's definitely something that I constantly do, and I don't want to do that. So that's definitely something that I feel, has to change. I would say those two things. How do you learn to be happy? And how did I overcome it? I haven't overcome it yet, but I am wanting to. So I think acknowledging it and wanting to move forward is a good beginning. And then seeing if you can, give yourself some grace, because it's not easy to overcome things, but you have to give yourself some grace. How do you learn to be happy around people that would want to bring you down? It can be hard to stay bright-spirited around awful people, but sometimes some of us can't get away. So not everybody wants you to be the best version of yourself because of their own insecurities. Not many people want you to succeed or be more advanced than them, right? That's just the way it is. I think one of the things that I have learned is to not let anybody dim my light. I cannot live my life around your energy or your mood or your way of thinking or your way of being. I think growing up gay, fat, has taught me that a lot of people are going to have an issue with me just being me, right? And I can't stop being me because of you, because of your thoughts, because of the way that you want to live your life, or the way you think that's right and what's wrong. So I think that's helped me a lot to not do that. My best advice is to, and you say you can't get away from it. I'm not sure what your situation is. I just hope you're safe. That's number one. But number two, I think, would be just trying to kind of create your own bubble. If you can't get away for now, create your own bubble and understand that anything that they say to you or anything that they throw at you is just a reflection of their own insecurities and their own miserable life, because when they throw things at you, it's because they want you to come down to their level, because when they're down, they want everyone around them down. So I think that is something you should always remind yourself, is to understand that and not let their miserable life affect you. So let them say what they want, let them do what they want, let them, whatever they want. And that it's nothing personal and it's just them being, in their own miserable bubble, okay? And they just want to burst your bubble because you're not miserable like them. I don't think I have many other questions left. Hang on, best friend, because like I said, not many people asked. Let me see, best friend. This is from Lindsay. I have been in a marriage for almost 10 years. Just realized he's a covert narc. It took my dad dying to open my eyes to all the emotional abuse my daughter and I have experienced. Anyone here experiences. I have a therapist and working on an exit plan. I'm just scared on what's going to happen on a brighter side. I had Cheesecake Factory today and ate all the bread for you. First of all, my biggest prayer right now is that you get out immediately. You and your daughter get out immediately in a safe way. And I'm so proud of you for realizing it and for acknowledging that you deserve better, that your daughter deserves better. And I'm so proud of you for that. You already did so much more than so many people can ever get to. So you should feel so proud of you for that. I think that you are a lot more advanced than you give yourself credit, because for so many people, they don't even go as far to get therapy or even think of an exit plan. So I think just then and there, you are already doing so much more, and you are already such an inspiration for so many people who wish that they could be as strong as you. I don't want you to think of these 10 years as a waste. I want you to take these 10 years as the biggest blessing, because it gave you your daughter and because it gave you knowledge and reminded you of your worth. So take these 10 years as a lesson. Take these 10 years as a blessing, because you know that you will never repeat this mistake again. I think that, again, you should be very proud of yourself. Continue with your exit, plan. Continue fighting hard. Every day reminding you that you deserve a better tomorrow, and that the better tomorrow is so much closer than you ever realized. You are almost there. You are almost there. You will be so happy in a matter of just a little bit of time. So I'm so proud of you. Continue to do what you're doing. You don't need any advice. The only advice you need is to remind yourself every single day just how much you deserve a beautiful life, and the beautiful life that is waiting for you. Okay? I'm very proud of you, honey. I think that's it, best friend. I really think that, I think that's it. I think I read them all. Hang on. This is from, one more, sorry, Caroline. Hello, bestie. What are your thoughts about having trauma and easily get anxiety while being in a relationship? You seem to have such a loving relationship. I hope to have that someday in my life. I'm healing, taking care of myself, and being more kind to myself. I don't want to lose focus on self-love, self-care while being in a relationship. When it's about another person too, it seems hard. Love when you talk about self-love, how to deal with anxiety and more. It feels like listening to a friend, and it helps a lot. Your words are so uplifting. Thank you so much, Caroline. I think self-love, self-care is something that we always put aside. Maybe not everybody, but I know a lot of us have done that because we want to, for some reason, give our partners everything of us. And maybe you feel a little bit guilty, right? Or you're forced to feel guilty because they make you feel guilty, right? I think that it's so important for you to remember that if you're not okay, no one around you that has to deal with you is going to be okay, right? So self-love, self-care is number one. For you to be a good parent, a good, child, a good neighbor, friend, aunt, uncle, whatever, you have to be okay with yourself, and you have to put yourself first. Dealing with anxiety and trauma in a relationship, I have many anxieties and traumas that unfortunately I have brought into my relationship. A lot of trust issues, a lot of trauma from the past, maybe from past relationships. I think the most important thing is to be honest and open and not carry that, yourself. I think it's a really good way of dealing with anxiety is to talk about it. Dealing with anxiety and trauma alone in your mind is not good. It's not helpful, and it's not recommended. So I definitely will suggest and push you to be as open about it, and that's why I talk about it. Sometimes my mom says, I think you're sharing too much, Sebastian. But I tell her I don't think I'm sharing nearly enough. I'm here to, and I read your comments saying that you love when I do that, and it makes me so happy because I know that we all go through things, and we all have our issues, and we all have our anxieties and our traumas, and sometimes we just need an escape. You know what I mean? So my advice to you is be open. Don't hold it all into yourself. Don't blame yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be kinder to yourself. How to deal with anxiety. I'm still learning how to deal with anxiety. My biggest thing is my faith, prayer. That's how I deal with anxiety. Prayer, talking about it, talking to you guys about it. I mean, believe it or not, when I share my things with you guys, it is a huge form of therapy for me, and I'm so thankful, and I don't take it for granted. And that is just definitely some way I deal with it. And yeah, best friend, I think that's the way I do it. So I hope it helped. You guys asking the questions means the world to me because you open up as well. And I'm so grateful for it. remember how strong you are, remember how beautiful you are, and remember that I'm so grateful we are together in this community, and I love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for asking. Bye.